Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of English Podcast Conversation. In today's episode, we'll be exploring a common scenario, a daily conversation at the hospital. Joining me today are Sarah, a patient, and Dr. Johnson, a doctor. Welcome, Sarah and Dr. Johnson.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Pleasure to be part of this conversation.
So, in today's lesson, we're going to look at language about daily conversation at the hospital. We're also going to learn a few phrases. Well, let's get started then with our vocabulary preview.
Vocabulary preview. In the conversation provided, here are 3 potentially challenging words today for you. Sarah, the first word is persistent. Persistent means continuing or enduring for a long time without interruption or cessation. The second one is thoroughness. Thoroughness refers to the quality of being meticulous, careful, and exhaustive in one's work or actions. And finally, recommended. Recommended means suggested or advised as the best course of action based on expert opinion or experience. That's all for today's vocabulary preview.
Thank you for the vocabulary preview.
Great. So, let's dive right into our hospital conversation. Sarah, you're the patient, and Dr. Johnson, you're the doctor. Let's begin.
Excuse me, are you Dr. Johnson?
Yes, I am. How can I assist you today?
I've been feeling unwell and experiencing persistent headaches. I'm not sure what's wrong.
I see. Let's start by taking your medical history. Have you had any previous medical conditions or surgeries?
No, I haven't had any major medical issues in the past.
All right, I'll also need to check your vital signs and conduct a physical examination. Please come with me to the examination room.
Sure, lead the way.
Based on your symptoms, I'd like to order some tests, including a blood test and an MRI scan. These will help us evaluate your condition better.
Okay, I understand. Should I schedule the test now?
Yes, please speak to the receptionist, and they will help you with scheduling the tests. Once we have the results, we can discuss the next steps.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. I appreciate your help. I've scheduled the test for next week. Now, I'll have to wait for the results.
That's perfectly fine, Sarah. In the meantime, if you have any questions or if your symptoms worsen, don't hesitate to contact our office.
I will. Thank you.
Well done, Sarah and Dr. Johnson. That was a smooth conversation at the hospital. Now, let's fast forward a bit. Sarah, you've received your test results, and you're back at the hospital to discuss them with Dr. Johnson. Take it from there.
All right, here's how I would do it. Hi, Dr. Johnson. I received my test results, and I'm here to discuss them with you.
Welcome back, Sarah. Please have a seat. Let's go over the results together.
Thank you for explaining everything, Dr. Johnson. I appreciate your thoroughness.
You're welcome, Sarah. It's my duty to ensure you understand your condition and the recommended treatment plan. If you have any further questions or concerns, please let me know.
I will. Thank you for your time and assistance, Dr. Johnson.
Excellent job, Sarah and Dr. Johnson. That interaction demonstrated effective communication between a patient and a doctor. Now, that concludes our hospital conversation. We hope this hospital conversation helped you practice your English skills. Remember, clear communication and understanding between patients and healthcare professionals are crucial in ensuring proper care. And now, we'll be sharing a discussion about a bad experience in the hospital. Let's dive right into our conversation about a bad experience in the hospital. Sarah, could you please share your experience with us?
Sure. So, a few months ago, I had to undergo a minor surgery at a local hospital. Unfortunately, my experience wasn't as smooth as I had hoped.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sarah. Could you tell us more about what went wrong?
Well, first of all, the communication between the hospital staff and me was very poor. I didn't receive clear instructions about the pre-surgery preparations, which left me confused and anxious.
That sounds frustrating. Communication is indeed key in providing a positive patient experience. Dr. Johnson, as a healthcare professional, how do you ensure effective communication with your patients?
Communication is crucial in providing quality care. I always strive to listen attentively, use clear language, and provide comprehensive information to my patients. It's essential to address any concerns and ensure they feel informed and supported throughout their hospital stay.
That's great to hear, Dr. Johnson. Clear and compassionate communication makes a significant difference in a patient's experience.
Absolutely. Sarah, besides communication, were there any other issues you encountered during your hospital stay?
Yes, unfortunately. The nursing staff seemed overwhelmed and understaffed. It took a long time for them to respond to my calls for assistance, and I felt neglected at times. It was a frustrating experience.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sarah. Dr. Johnson, how do you and your colleagues handle situations where there's a shortage of staff?
Staff shortages can be challenging, but we do our best to prioritize patient needs. We work together as a team, communicate effectively, and make sure to address urgent situations promptly. However, I understand that at times delays can occur, and patients may feel frustrated. It's important for us to acknowledge their concerns and provide support as best we can.
That's reassuring to hear, Dr. Johnson. It's comforting to know that healthcare professionals like you are doing their best, despite the challenges.
Absolutely, Sarah. Finally, can you share any suggestions or advice for improving the overall hospital experience?
Definitely. I believe hospitals should focus on enhancing communication, both between staff and patients and among staff members themselves. Clear instructions, timely responses, and a supportive environment can make a significant difference in a patient's experience. Additionally, addressing staffing concerns to ensure adequate support for patients is crucial.
Thank you, Sarah, for sharing your insights and suggestions. Dr. Johnson, do you have any additional thoughts or suggestions on improving the hospital experience?
I completely agree with Sarah's suggestions. Additionally, ongoing training and education for healthcare professionals can help enhance patient care and ensure that we are well prepared to handle various situations. It's also important to regularly seek feedback from patients and use it to improve our services.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson, for your valuable input. It's clear that open communication, adequate staffing, and a patient-centered approach are essential for creating a positive hospital experience. That concludes our conversation about a bad experience in the hospital. Thank you, Sarah and Dr. Johnson, for sharing your perspectives.
Thank you for providing this platform to share our experiences.
My pleasure. It's important to have these conversations to drive positive change in healthcare.
And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. Remember, your voices matter, and sharing your experiences can contribute to improving the healthcare system. Until next time, take care and stay healthy.